UCF downtown is going to be transformative for not only
for a year to have processes in place because of the Zika virus. We were very well aware of the fact that we were in a hot zone for Zika.
Forbes says the test is an additional layer of safety that ensures a safe blood supply for the public. Reporting in Orlando, Vanessa Lewis, UCF Nightly News.
The FDA is now recommending all blood donations should be screened for the Zika virus. Daikin says UCF will work closely with Florida Governor Rick Scott in the Zika Aware campaign, Spray It or Spill It. The campaign will launch in a couple of weeks. Keith Hellebrand now joins us with the first look at your weather conditions.
Keith, how's it looking?
Well, right now it's mostly cloudy, but weather conditions in Florida are always changing, and with Invest 99 system possibly heading our way, we might see some heavy rains. Let's take a look at the current conditions. But there's a 40% chance of rain, so expect isolated showers during the rest of the day. Right now it's about 80 degrees outside with humidity hitting 87%. And with temperatures rising throughout the afternoon and with the humidity in the high 80s, it will feel like over 100 degrees. Winds are currently 7 miles per hour, but will get stronger up to 15 miles per hour. I'll tell you what's going on nationally and if the weather will affect your weekend plans later in the show.
Thanks, Keith. The fight over UCF student government documents heats up. Find out what's causing the upset.
Plus, the primary elections are in a few days. We'll tell you how to register without a hassle. Time's up. The 48-hour window for UCF to turn over SGA documents to student news organization Night News ended Thursday, and the student behind the lawsuit says he hasn't received a thing. The 48-hour would have given UCF officials more time to delay the release of the documents containing the names of the SGA officers behind the spending of the activity and service fee. This fee is part of student tuition, adding up to almost $19 million. Officials claim FERPA is their protection of student names. A Night News staff member says they are frustrated with UCF's prolong of the lawsuit.
Now, UCF's been through the appeal process. They've requested some motions for stays. They're currently in the appeal process right now, so we haven't actually received these records yet.
Williams says officials also requested for Night News to pay their attorney fees. The judge denied this request.
Hillary Clinton has an 8-point lead over Donald Trump in the polls, coming in at 45%, followed by Trump at 37%. Opinion Research Corporation shows that Clinton has done well so far in the polls, nationally, and has also in some key battleground states. Presidential Election Day is Tuesday, November 8th.
But first, Florida's primary is coming up, and early voting can help save time and avoid losing long lines. Early voting for the primary election is open until August 27th at voting sites near UCF. UCF is also encouraging students to get registered with an online initiative called TurboVote. The website sends out students text and email reminders with election dates and deadlines. To sign up, visit turbovote.org. Medical students at UCF will soon have a new place to get hands-on experience. UCF officials filed an intent to build a new teaching hospital, which will be located across from the College of Medicine in Lake Nona's Medical City. The facility will be small, containing only 10 beds. Officials say this new location will offer superior treatment to patients while giving medical students a place to learn and work more. They hope to start the project over the next 2 years.
Coming up, Keith Hellebrand is back with an update on the storm known as Invest 99, along with your 5-day forecast.
We are in the peak of hurricane season, which means it's time to prepare. With a potential storm heading towards Central Florida, many people, including UCF students, are looking for ways to stay safe. Nightly News reporter Keith Hellebrand gives us tips on what students need to get prepared.
Staying prepared for a hurricane is more detailed than many people may think. Everyone knows about the basic items to gather, such as canned goods, water, and batteries, but having an evacuation plan may be the most important thing to remember. This includes figuring out where to go as well as how to stay safe. Even though Florida has not been directly hit by a hurricane in over a decade, Assistant Manager of the Office of Emergency Management, Keith Koch, says prevention is key.
Be prepared beforehand. Don't wait until the last minute. We've got a system out there now that we're looking at. It could begin to affect us. If it's going to affect us, we could see some of the effects coming up this weekend.
UCF Office of Emergency Management sends out emails and text alerts notifying students of emergency situations. But one UCF junior who lives on campus claims the university does not do enough.
They never really said what to do in terms of what happens when we have a hurricane.
I spoke with a resident assistant on campus who said they are not allowed to comment on this matter. When asked if he was currently prepared for a hurricane, Samuel told me,
Probably not, no, because I don't even know where to go in terms of shelter.
For additional information about UCF emergency management, visit the College of Health and Public Affairs. Reporting from Orlando, Keith Hellebrand, UCF Nightly News.
Late Thursday afternoon, UCF sent out an email to students recommending they prepare now for a potential hurricane. It also included a link to a short YouTube video on what should be included in emergency kits. Now let's hear more from Keith about what to expect this week in weather.
Thanks, guys. Let's get to the national weather. First off, the only dry part of the country today is going to be the western part, the west coast, and the northwest. The same cannot be said with the east coast, however, as we expect rain and thunderstorms throughout the day. Now, in Vest 99, the projections so far say it's going to come up through the Gulf, but we aren't too sure yet. So let's take a closer look at the state of Florida. Rain chances, Tallahassee is really going to stay dry today at 0%. Everywhere else is probably going to be a little rainy. Tampa and Orlando sit at 40%, Miami at 50%, and Jacksonville at 30%. Now the temperatures are pretty consistent, low 90s, high 80s. Tallahassee is going to be the highest at 94, Jacksonville at 90, Tampa at 92 degrees, Orlando is at 91, and Miami at 87. So let's take a look at the 5-day forecast. Like I mentioned earlier, Invest 99 is expected to bring rain all week, as we can see there. Saturday, high of 90 degrees. Sunday at 91 degrees with a 50% chance of rain. Monday is going to be a high of 87, a 70% chance of rain. That's going to be the highest area right here in Monday and Tuesday. And Wednesday with a high of 89 and a 60% chance of rain. Now back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Keith. Coming up in sports, the wait is over and football season is here. We'll tell you what new changes you can expect to see with this year's team.
Plus, Memory Mall is getting an upgrade in just in time for the football team's first home game. Find out how this can affect future tailgates.
Hi Knights, I'm Costanza Trimarchi here with your first sports update of the fall semester. The new football season kicks off next Saturday with new gear and a new head coach, Scott Frost. UCF's first football game is September 3rd at 7 p.m. against the South Carolina State Bulldogs, and the last game is in Tampa against the Bulls. The football team will be playing a total of 12 games this season. Finding a tailgate spot at Memory Mall can be a pain, but this semester that headache can be avoided. Students will now be given the chance to plan ahead and enjoy the football season. Memory Mall looks empty now, but September 3rd, during the first football game of the season, tailgating fans will show their school spirit. One UCF official says tailgates on campus are very popular.
It was so popular last year among students and alumni, and we're looking to build on that success this year. We have 84 more.
Live from the Nicholson School of Communications, it's Tonight's the Night. With special guests Matt Diaz and Diana Rodriguez. And musical guest Icon 47. And now your host, Chris Nielsen.
Oh, me? Oh, okay, all right. Oops. Yeah, I'm the host this week. Whoops. All right. So, welcome to another episode of Tonight's the Night. We have some great content for you tonight, and it also happens to be Mean Girls Day, so basic girls everywhere are wearing their Ugg boots and drinking pumpkin spice lattes. This show is going to be fetch.
Stop trying to make fetch happen.
Nah, all right. I want to preface this week's monologue by saying that if a joke doesn't go over well, I'm going to take a page out of the Donald Trump playbook and blame it on my microphone. So watch out for that. Once again, Barack Obama's citizenship is in the news, drawing doubt from critics. But let me get this straight. I had to pass a background check and prove citizenship to just fold sweaters for $8 an hour at Banana Republic. You mean to tell me that when you become president, they don't do that? All right. Snapchat announced its new product, Spectacles, sunglasses with a camera that can record 10-second videos and sync up with Snapchat. Now you can film people being idiots while you look like an idiot too. Nah. In Dubai, a tech blogger attempted to test the durability of the new iPhone 7 by dropping it from the world's highest building. They tried the same thing with a Samsung, but it exploded a third of the way down. Duke University is offering a series of seminars to help male students deconstruct masculinities. Step 1 for deconstructing one's masculinity, sign up for these seminars. Step 2, there's no step 2. The first LGBT pride flag has been launched into space. LGBT Americans will launch themselves into space once Trump is elected president. The current writer of the Wonder Woman comic recently confirmed that the superhero has had romantic relationships with men and women, because Batman and Robin can't have all the fun. Universal Studios experienced a power outage this past Friday that affected most of the park, because not paying your electric bill on time is universal. The U.S. declared 7 species of bees that are native to Hawaii endangered. Soon that awkward talk between parents and children will just be called the birds. All right, next up we have a special segment with our head writer Matt and his produce. Check it out.
Back again with another fruit review. I'm sure it's going to make some of you very excited and will probably enrage the rest of you. We've got a good fruit today, the peach. Big one. It's a big day. Peach is a good one. Unsung hero of the fruit world. People often overlook it. It's great. It's got a rough exterior, literally. But, you know, it's inside that matters. Let's take a look at the sticker. As I assumed, and the sticker confirms it, this is indeed a peach. I do have one problem with the peach. There's one, I love all the states. They're all great, except for Arkansas. But Georgia really is proud of themselves for the peach. They even go so far as to put it on their license plate. And it really kind of bothers me because this peach in particular I got from the great state of Pennsylvania. And the hubris required to put the peach on the state license plate, make everyone putz around in their cars with a peach on the back because they think that they're the peach champions of the world. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Florida, same way. I love you, Florida, but guess what? You're doing the same thing with oranges. You're not the only place that's got oranges. You should be like other states. Pennsylvania, Delaware, New Jersey, all have the dullest license plates. In Pennsylvania, we could certainly be driving around with license plates that had a chocolate bar or a cheesesteak, or New Jersey could have, to be honest, they'd probably put Bruce Springsteen on theirs. Enough. This review is all about the fruit. Here's the inside. Use a couple more days to ripen, but, I feel like you can't always be perfect. Everyone's got some issues. All right, let's give it a taste. I've decided to abandon the scale and do more of a star thing. I'm trying to decide how many stars I want it to be out of 4, 5, 100. So, is it 10 stars? It's a whole thing. So I'm just going to say the peach is 14 stars. Now, unfortunately, 14 out of 10 would be, that's so good it's mathematically impossible. Or it could be 14 out of 100. That's bad. So, who knows? I'm just going to say 14. Thanks for watching. This has been the Peach Review, and stay tuned for more fruit reviews.
Are we not done? Thank you so much, Matt, for your work is invaluable, truly. We're going to take a short break, but stick around because up next we've got Matt Diaz and Diana Rodriguez from Beyond the Credits, so don't go away.
Experience, the sea, art, lifestyle, travel. This is Seek to See More. Ladies and gentlemen, here with me tonight I have Matt Diaz and Diana Rodriguez from Beyond the Credits. Give it up. All right. Yeah, you too.
Yeah.
All right, what's up, guys? All right, so I know you guys.
Yeah, I know you know us pretty well.
I'm actually on Beyond the Credits as well, but we're gonna advertise that. So I'm gonna pretend like I don't know what's going on though, even though I'm on the show with you.
Thank you for having us.
You're welcome. Yeah, thank you for being on. so first off, what is Beyond the Credits for people that don't know?
So Beyond the Credits is a show that's the sister show of ToKnight's Tonight, and we have it's a movie talk show. As you know, we talk about movies. We talk about TV. That's one of the new things we have going on. We talk about sometimes we analyze movie trailers and stuff like that. So pretty much it's all movie-based TV filmed right here in the studio.
No way.
Yeah,
I had no idea.
Yeah, so no. I think this was the third show that popped up for Nicholson.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was ToKnight's Tonight, then it was Hitting the Field, and then it was Beyond the Credits.
Yeah, Hitting the Fields are the
sports show. Yeah,
and then Nightly already existed.
You interviewed them.
Yeah, I did. I did
the
one
first
time.
season.
So we already have done some cross
shows.
studio advertising. So so what would be on a typical show? So I know we talk about movies, but what's like the typical rundown? Is it just us talking for it kind of is. I mean, we do get up on our soapbox, but like what's more about like the structure of the show?
Well, we like to start with movie headlines, like any breaking movie news. Which you can check out on Wednesday.
Yes,
what are
we're
breaking
on
movie
Wednesdays.
news?
You know that? Yeah.
I
Wednesdays,
didn't know,
Wednesday
but I did.
At 12:30. Yeah. So typically we start off with movie news, and then from there we kind of stick to like a TV format, whatever the TV segment is. I think last week we talked about Luke Cage. That was premiering on Netflix. So that was that's one of the TV segments we talked about. I think last week before we talked about the Emmys. Yeah. And then from there we kind of have like, this is kind of like where the heart of the show is, where like it's not like a structure, it changes every week. So we talk about, like last week was typecasting or movie directors and actors, or that's where the core is. And then from there it's kind of like a fun segment after that, where we've been mainly playing games for the most part. Last week we had
we had a break last week.
Yeah, we had a break because of the week before, because of all the crazy games.
Yeah, we get a little out of hand with the games sometimes.
They were fun, though.
Yeah, the point system was crazy.
I just say it's fun because I won the game.
I think that's what makes it entertaining, though. It's not just like your typical, let's just talk about movies and TV, but the games are really just entertaining to watch.
Yeah, they're pretty fun to make, because that's what we're doing. But
no, so you're the host of the show.
I am the host of the show,
and you helped start the show.
Yeah.
So you're there from the get-go. You came in this season. So how did you get involved with Beyond the Credits?
So I actually run a podcast, and I have a website called Cosplay Fame, and that's exactly what we do. We get around and talk about especially like superhero movies and stuff like that, or just like any kind of geeky news. So once I saw that Beyond the Credits was looking for people to help out, I was like, I miss my friends back home, so it was really just like a seamless fit. This is what
so
you guys are about my backup.
We're just replacements.
Yeah, replacements.
So what do you think, Matt?
Well, I mean, the whole idea of the show, we try to keep a rotating panel. We want to have, like last season, which was our first season, we had every show we try to keep people different. Depending on what we're talking about. So this year we're having a little issue with that. So Deanna here,
I was on too much. You couldn't get rid of me.
Yeah, I know, right?
So having a different face, a refreshing face on TV was helpful.
It was nice, but it looks like now it's coming to a point where we are all like we're in every episode now. So it's almost like we are our own entity instead of trying to get other people on.
Yeah, so I hope people care.
Yeah, I know, right? Because we're the only people on right now. But
people should care.
Yeah.
But your podcast, how often does the podcast Cosplay Fame?
We would do it weekly since I moved from Miami to Orlando. We're still trying to do it weekly now that we found out we could do them through Skype, which is really fun. But right now I'm focusing on going to, like, for example, I'm going to Spooky Empire this upcoming weekend as a media guest for Cosplay Fame and stuff like that. So I'm really focusing on Orlando and Central Florida and where I can get my foot in the door here. So.
Nice. Now, so you guys, are we talking about like cosplay and conventions as well, like as a topic on the show? And are we?
I hope to tie that in.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's fun because cosplay and film are kind of almost one of the same. Whereas like they're getting the characters from somewhere.
We did go to a convention.
Well, you went. ToKnight's Tonight went to.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
you were there.
I was there.
Yeah, ToKnight's Tonight was there. But I mean, I guess we just end up getting press passes for the Orlando Film Festival.
Nice.
I'm not sure if you know that.
I did know
Yeah, you
that.
didn't know that? You did?
I need to pretend like I
I'm
don't
sorry.
know that.
Well, we did. I think at that point, we're excited to cover that, to see what we can do. Maybe talk to the directors, I'm assuming they're students.
Yeah. Some of them are.
Whatever films they got over there. Maybe we can interview the directors, visit some of the panels, and something different at the show. We try to keep things different on our show. I mean, we have our set. We have toys in our set. So it's kind of.
They're action figures.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. They are action figures.
Collectibles.
They're collectibles. Yeah.
Collectible
Movie
figurines.
props.
Yeah. They're not just toys. Come on.
I'm sorry.
But we do deck out the
deck. Yeah, and we have a huge screen that we use for to show images in the back. So it's definitely
people can follow along.
Yeah,
and care about the characters.
You have special guests and musical guests, and we have
special topics.
We have we have a big screen behind us. So
we have Iron Man.
We did interview
Patrick Doyle.
Yeah, Patrick Doyle,
that was a
famous composer. That was a cool.
That was a really cool, especially since the show just started, and we were 6 episodes in, and we were able to. I think Hans Zimmer and Patrick Doyle were conducting UCF students.
Yeah, we didn't get Hans Zimmer though.
We didn't get Hans. Yeah, he was too busy. But I mean, Patrick Doyle, composer of Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, Thor. Yeah, so it was really interesting. It was really fun to get that opportunity.
He was the nicest guy. It was really cool. So
look, we asked him one question, and he was like, and he went off. And so I forgot what we asked him after the end of it, because he talked for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, he wanted to keep talking.
He wanted to keep talking.
His publicist was like, okay, you gotta.
Yeah, he's like, hey, we only had an hour, and he probably gave us like an hour and a half.
See, where was he for the presidential debate?
I don't know. Yeah, really.
We're not talking about politics yet.
No, why should people like each of you guys? Why do you think people should listen to Beyond the Credits?
Me? You want to go? Well, I think anyone that likes movies should watch, which is pretty much everyone. I mean, when you think of like what's our demographic, it really is anyone who enjoys films or anyone that likes having a good time. So you combine those together, I think people can sense our energy, because at the end of the day, like, we're all just friends hanging out.
Yeah, essentially, we just put a camera in front of us.
And we really, just talk
we barely have a script. We just have like a basic rundown of what we're talking about.
Like pretty much what we would talk about at any get together is exactly what we
talk
about. It really is
outside
that
of the
same
studio,
exact.
Sometimes we're just like, we should be recording.
Yeah, that's why I feel all the time like, why are we not recording this?
Yeah, I mean, that's essentially we just put a camera in front of our faces and we go on for an hour. We're actually the only hour-long show here, and so that's
because we talk too much.
We tried 30 minutes.
We're very opinionated.
We are, yeah. We tried 30 minutes, and then it didn't work out because we were complaining that it was way too quick, and that what we wanted to do. And so then we say, hey, we need to switch it to an hour, and so now an hour works for us.
Yeah. It's actually, it's nice and comfortable, actually.
It doesn't feel like an hour.
It doesn't.
No, it doesn't. Yeah. No, it goes by really quickly. But no, we were talking about before how Luke Cage is new. And could you give us like just a brief preview? I know we're going to talk about it on Beyond the Credits. What did you guys, because I know you guys have seen it. So what did you guys think of the first few episodes? What do you guys think? Should people watch it? What do you guys think of it?
It's very different from what we're used to with Daredevil and Jessica Jones. But I mean, I think because it's very different, I enjoy it. So far, I've only seen 4 episodes, but the second one is definitely my favorite. It could be a little slow, but I think because that story is very, it's a lot of information heavy, it could be a little slow, but hang in there because it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of the first episode, but definitely from there it kind of picked up.
Yeah.
From there, definitely. It's a really completely different show from Daredevil and Jessica Jones, the other 2 Netflix shows, and so, excuse me, and so we have I think it's something to get used to first, and then once you get used to it, then you move on. And I think with each episode, it's getting we're getting somewhere. I think it's just a little slow for me so far.
Nice. Okay, cool. But we'll talk about that more on Beyond the
Credits this Wednesday.
What time, guys?
But when do we shoot? 12:30?
12:30.
Yeah. Know that. All right. So thank you so much, Matt and Diana, for joining us. We will be back with a musical performance from Icon 47. So don't go away.
When you have multiple devices at your fingertips, wouldn't it be great if you could run the software you need on all of them? Well, now you can. UCF Apps is a new and innovative way for you to access the applications that you need to get your coursework done from any PC, Mac, tablet, or smartphone. For more information or to give your input on UCF Apps, go to apps.ucf.edu. What are you waiting for? Start using UCF Apps today.
Hello, I'm here to talk to you about an issue that is very important to me. The issue is you humans overfishing my oceans and killing all of my friends. Are fish really so delicious you humans are willing to throw off the entire ecosystem? Let me put it into perspective for you. 90 to 100 million tons of fish are pulled out from our oceans each year. Does that sound sustainable to you? Wake up, people. It's not just fish dying. Every time you humans get fish from the ocean, you drag out a bunch of my marine friends. We could see fishless oceans by the year 2048. Do you know what that means if there are no more fish in the oceans? I'll have to make friends with other mer people. Do you know how pretentious mer people are? Missed me. Thank you. So don't eat a crab, be one, and get mad about overfishing.
This message was brought to you by BeCrabby.com and a lot of angry mermaids.
Today, when you have multiple devices at your fingertips, wouldn't it be great if you could run the software you need on all of them? Well, now you can. UCF Apps is a new and innovative way for you to access the applications that you need to get your coursework done from any PC, Mac, tablet, or smartphone. For more information or to give your input on UCF Apps, go to apps.ucf.edu. What are you waiting for? Start using UCF Apps today.
And now, a musical performance by Icon 47. Take it away.
Thanks a lot, Chris.
Yeah. One time. Hey. All right. Check drop. Bossed out when that check drop. Bossed out when that check. Hold up. Payday. Check drop. Bossed out when that check drop. Bossed out when that check drop. Bossed out when that check. Hold up. Payday. Check drop. That check drop. Check drop. When that check. Hold up. Payday. Check drop. That check drop. When that check drop. Check drop. Check drop. Look, I deserve it. Clocking in all these hours I've been working while I'm putting overtime. Damn, I'm hurting. My hitters out there partying and flirting all the time. I don't really mind. That's for certain, cause I just seen a check. Boy, I'm about to lose my mind. Hit it, we bossed out when that check drop. Bodybuilding, I'm flexed out. Going after that paper. Even when I see the check, I can't rest now. Cause I bossed out when that check drop. Bossed out when that check drop. Bossed out when that check. Hold up, payday. Check drop. Bossed out when that check drop. Bossed out when that check drop. Bossed out when that check. Hold up, payday. Check drop. That check drop. Bossed out. Check drop. Bossed out. When that check. Hold up, payday. Check drop. Bossed out. That check drop. Bossed out. When that check drop. Bossed out. Check drop. Payday. Check drop. I deserve it. Clocking in all these hours I've been working while I'm putting overtime. Damn, I'm hurting. My hitters out there partying and flirting all the time. Hold up, I don't really mind. That's for certain, cause I done seen a check. Boy, I'm about to lose my mind. Hit it, we bossed out when that check drop. I was poor like rain, but I'm blessed now. I got 4-5 dames wanna sex now. And they all got names, I forget now. I can't blame it. When that check drop. Bossed out when that check drop. Bossed out when that check. Hold up, payday. Check drop. Bossed out when that check drop. Bossed out when that check drop. Bossed out when that check. Hold up, payday. Check drop. That check drop. Bossed out. Check drop. Bossed out when that check. Hold up, payday. Check drop. Bossed out. That check drop. Bossed out when that check drop. Bossed out. Check drop. Yeah. Payday. Check drop. 47. Icon 100. Hold up. Let me get this drop. Yeah. Yeah. Here you go. Oh, yeah. Huh. Yeah. Hey. One time. Yeah. Okay. All right. Definitely.
So 10 years old. So when did you start actually performing your music?
Performing, I started, first show was 17.
17, wow,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Talent show.
You seem like a seasoned performer. You know what you're doing out here.
Okay.
So, yeah. So how would you describe your music to people?
My sound is, it's club meets self-reflection meets ironic, witty flow. It's a combination of things, really.
Yeah, I know it's always a hard question to like, you know, to,
Yeah.
to describe your unique musical, you know, like voice. But I can see that. Nice. Yeah. So what song should we listen to first if we're just getting accustomed to your music? What would you recommend?
Okay. I would say, well, I like that Bossed Out track, but I really like this one track I did. It's called No One Knows. Start with that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite rapper in the game right now? Who do you really look up to?
I mean, this might sound like kind of, you know where I'm going with this.
Go
Me.
ahead. Yeah, there we go. That's what. That's
you know.
No, I like that attitude. That's good. So, are you performing anywhere anytime soon? Can people see you?
My next show, I would say, is sometime in December. It's supposed to be some sort of, I don't know, maybe a festival or something.
Nice,
like that,
nice.
you know.
Yeah, but people can check you out online, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. So where can people check you out online?
Icon 4 SVN.
Nice. Look that up and they'll get you.
Yeah, you should find me.
Nice. All right, so thank you so much for watching. Thanks on Icon 47 and Matt and Deanna for being here. Next week, we've got a live performance by the Balance Dance Company. So, but before we go, could you play us out?
Definitely.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right,
Good night,
Chris.
everybody.
Hey. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. 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 One time. Hey, got a that'll ride for me. Yeah, got a chick that'll ride for me. Hey, and the fam gon' ride for me. I came to mess the game up that side of me. Got a click that'll ride for me. Hey, got a chick that'll ride for me. What's up? And the fam gon' ride for me. I came to run the game up that side of me. Look, East Coast with a West flow. I'm a rap god. I could do it with the best though. Messing with the set ho. Drill holding fire, baby, let go. I don't hear the talk with that strap though. I let go them bangers. Life keep me anchored, so I get hot till I fly with the angels. Coming down painful. I grab a handful of kush. I'm higher than all the above. They know. Ride for the C-No. Step in the club like a walking casino. Women be staring like, oh, that's my hero. Till they find out that I'm Childish Gambino. Sipping that brown, Nino, I see no. Running that mouth, Frito, I reload. Repping the South, yeah, we below that zero. Cooler than Cuban, that Iceman, for real though. Got it, that'll ride for me. Hey, that'll ride for me. Hey, and the fam gon' ride for me. I came to mess the game up. Side of me, gotta click, ride for me. Yeah, that'll ride for me. Hey, and the fam gon' ride for me. I came to game up this side of me, obviously. I'ma walk through rich, hold up, she gon' pop it out very quick for me. When I run into a crash test, yeah, I'ma run into it like a, yeah, I'm a funny little motherfucking rap set bunny. I've been on the track, spinning facts so funny like dog. Heard your new shit, that stuff bore me. Sound like my old shit, back when I started with $1 and a vision of a king. I'ma get it in, motherfuck what they think. No bell, trying to get fly Peter Pan. I'ma win a Nobel, damn nigga win. Jeff Bell got it, I do it for the Southside. Probably been the realest since Pac died. Yeah. Illuminated, no left eye blinded. Ride with the best like Pope, I'm shining. Yeah. Got a chick that'll ride for me. Hey. And the fam gon' ride for me. I can't game up that side of me. Gotta a click that'll ride for me. Got a chick that'll ride for me. Hey. And the fam gon' ride for me. I can't fuck the game up. Yeah. Hey. One time. 47. I come. Yeah. Hey. Yeah.
turn it down prematurely because the studio wasn't done with him yet.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
I think he realizes that the
If you could run the software you need on all of them, well, now you can. UCF Apps is a new and innovative way for you to access the applications that you need to get your coursework done from any PC